Guys, so we have an urgent information coming out. Algae bloom turns biblical sea blood red, sparking many to fear it's an omen. And this is happening Sea of Galilee. Oh. The biblical Sea of Galilee has mysteriously turned a vivid blood red, leaving locals rattled and warning of a bad omen. Oh. I do believe that God uses the earth elements to give signs and warnings. The earth elements. Just like with the Moses splitting the Red Sea and many other. God uses the earth elements for signs. And we have seen something here. As we get closer and closer to that blood moon in September, 7 billion people will see the blood moon. At the same time, 144 countries are coming together to recognize a two-state solution in the Holy Land. And I just posted a video not too long ago that there is satellite images revealed that the Holy Land getting tanks and soldiers ready for another invasion in the Strip. We are definitely seeing a lot of signs here, guys. People need to start waking up and preparing themselves spiritually, physically, and mentally. We're going to get to all this news here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you again for your support. Guys, I'm thinking about doing Patreon tonight, if not tomorrow. We do it once a week, like any of the days out of that week. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. And again, please share the video. This is some huge Bible prophecy event. Stunned visitors watch the crimson waves roll onto the shore, with some comparing the eerie transformation to the 10 plague God inflicted on the Egyptians in the biblical narrative of Exodus. Man. According to scriptures, the curse saw the Nile's water struck by Moses' staff at God's command, turning them to blood in a divine act of judgment. Thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord, by this you shall know that I am the Lord. Behold, with the staff that is in my hand, and I will strike the water that is in the Nile, and it shall turn into blood. Exodus 7:17-21 reads. Give me a second here. Let me just put back my hat. The apocalyptic spectacle sent social media ablaze, with many calling it a sign of the end times. But scientists said there is far less supernatural explanation. Again, I go with scriptures. I do believe that God uses the earth element for signs. God, when he created the heavens and the earth, he created two lights, one to govern the day and the other one to govern the night. And God said to let them be for signs and season. We must pay attention to all these signs, especially the wars, the famines, the pestilence, and all these things that's happening in front of us. You got a great star that is heading towards Earth this November. The Holy Land Environmental Ministry confirmed that the transformation this month was caused by a bloom of green algae in the freshwater lake, which turns red when a natural pigment builds up under intense sunlight. The pigment is harmless, official stress, and tests show the water is safe for swimming despite its unsettling hue. If you hear rain in the background, I truly apologize. Right now, there's tons of rain and thundering. Hopefully, there's no power outage here. It says here, tests by the Kinneret Research Laboratory found the algae in the affected areas are harmless, with no health risk or allergic reaction reported among those exposed. The discoloration was caused by the Botracoccus bruni, which is found in various aquatic environments like freshwater and brackish water bodies worldwide. Here's the thing, and I said this at the very beginning of the video. God uses the earth elements. God uses algae. God uses many things. God uses even enemies to take down empire. God uses, again, the moon to block the sun. God used the heavens and the earth elements for all these signs. But according to man, it's just algae and this and that. It says here, it's a green microalga known for producing significant amounts of hydrocarbons, which are similar to crude petroleum and can be used for biofuel production. The phenomenon is caused by a natural buildup of pigments from certain algae, likely due to a bloom of microscopic organisms like the cyanobacteria or the dinoflagellants. I truly apologize about these words here. These organisms produce vivid red colors when conditions such as warm temperatures, nutrient-rich waters, and sunlight are present. While natural, the red waters have deep symbolic resonance for many Christians and Jews communities, given the lake's biblical significance. In the New Testament, the Sea of Galilee was the setting for many of Jesus' miracles, including walking on water and the miraculous catch of fish. Amazing. Amazing. Give me a second here. Let me just continue reading this part here. So look at this picture here. Let me make this a little small. There you go, so you guys have a better view. The Sea of Galilee has a lot of history. A lot of history. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see where I left at. Yeah, I kind of lost track here. Oh, right here. So, okay, so it was also where he fed 5,000 people with a few loaves and fish, and called Peter, Andrew, James, and John to be his disciples. That's the sea turning red. Moses, and I believe that's Aaron, if I'm not mistaken. That was one of the 10 plagues. In 2021, a pool of water located close to the Dead Sea in the biblical region of Moab, modern-day Jordan, mysteriously turned blood red. The blood red pond is located along the eastern shore of the Dead Sea, an area believed to be the site of the legendary cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, which, according to scriptures, were destroyed by God for their wickedness. The images also sparked a furor on social media, with blood red waters carrying much significance in the Old Testament as one of the 10 plagues God cast upon the Pharaoh of Egypt to free the Jews from slavery. Man, this is a really good article. The first plague turned the Nile to blood, killing fish and poisoning the water. Said to have occurred when Moses struck the Nile with his staff. Following the first plague, Egypt was struck by swarms of frogs, lice or gnats, and flies, along with deadly livestock, pestilence, and painful boils. A severe hailstorm, locust swarms, 3 days of thick darkness, and finally, the death of every firstborn son forced Pharaoh to release the Israelites. The region around the Sea of Galilee has seen other dramatic events, such as the high salinity of the Dead Sea. Wow. Amazing. Give me a second here. I want to see if I can find a video of the Galilee Sea. But we've seen something like this here, guys. I mean, that's Jesus was there, Peter was there, James was there, the disciples were there. And Jesus is still with us. That's the beauty. Jesus is still with us. Give me a second here, guys. If you can, please share this video. The Sea of Galilee turned red. A natural phenomenon caused the formation of spots in the waters of the Sea of Galilee with no danger to swimmers. The red color results from the accumulation of a natural pigment produced by a certain type of algae. In response to strong sun exposure, it is important to emphasize that this pigment is neither toxic nor dangerous. But remember, God uses the earth elements for signs. Alright, so it seems like this is all the information here. I'm trying to see if there's any more videos. Someone just shared something here. The book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 3. Then the second angel poured out his bowl on the sea, and it became blood as of a dead man, and every living creature in the sea died. This one here, sea creature didn't die. And the angel did not pour out. Again, you know, when it comes to Exodus, it was Moses. Moses is the one that, well, God used Moses, and the water turned red during the 10 plagues. This one here in the book of Revelation, this is a whole different event during the time of tribulations. So yeah, it seems like this is all the information here, guys. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below, and I'll keep you updated with this one here. But man, these are amazing signs. We are definitely seeing a lot of stuff: flash flood, volcano, earthquake. We've seen a lot of it, and you know the water is turning red due to algae. But remember, God uses the earth elements. All right, God used animals too. Animals give us warning signs of things to come. You got to see all these signs. You got to pay attention to the signs of the heaven. There's going to be a blood moon this September. At the same time, you got multiple countries. They want to recognize the Palestine, you know what, as a state. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.